please don't try anything you're about to see at home.
We're what you call experts.
On this episode of Mythbusters.
Dear Mythbusters.
Dear Mythbusters.
Dear Mythbusters.
It's the Mailbag Special.
To the bomb range.
As Tori, Grant, and Carrie answer your questions.
That is correct!
Criticisms and concerns.
You asked, we're delivering.
Your mini-myths are tackled and tested.
Just remember, aim for the melons.
There are exclusive behind-the-scenes scenes.
Hello.
And in world firsts, unseen footage is unearthed.
These are hot.
So strap in for a wild ride because you're in charge.
In 3, 2,
1.
Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage.
Oh, it's scientific!
And Jamie Heineman.
Jamie wants a big boom.
Between them, more than 30 years of special effects experience. Together with Carrie Byron.
Science gets more fun when I get a bigger gun.
Tori Belleci.
We survived.
And Grant Imahara.
Start the car!
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
Okay, so we're not in the blueprint room, and we are surrounded by mail.
This is the Carrie, Tori, Grant Mailbag Special, and this is the mail.
And we have gone through this mail, one, to make sure that there's nothing inappropriate.
I come from the planet Butthead.
But we've also gone through and found all the concerns, questions, myths, criticisms from all of our fans.
And we're gonna open up as many as we can, answer them as best as we can.
Give it a spin.
Mythbuster history is littered with letters suggesting stories and revisit ideas.
All right. Pick one.
And the mailbag here at HQ fills as fast as we can empty it.
Yeah, my inbox is stuffed.
But this time, the team will tackle every letter's suggestion, not just the myths, which means they're in your hands. And things are about to get crazy.
You know what? I found a letter. Adam and Jamie said better to end with a bang. Can you start with the bang? Can you blow up an office cubicle?
I like it.
To the bomb range.
Okay, so the first out-of-left-field letter is to assemble and then, with explosives, disassemble an office cubicle.
In a parallel universe, in the early 90s, this is where I'd be. Accounts receivable.
Can we start with a bang, you ask? Well, the answer is yes. Yes, we can. And the man in charge of the charge is honorary Mythbuster Frank Doyle.
We have taken a M112 block of C4, which is about 1 pound, and then we will be command detonating it from a distance away.
With the blast shield in place, it's all systems blow.
All right, so this is the viewer request. Is it better to start with the bang? In 3, 2, 1, fire!
Well, that confirms it. A quick bang is the perfect hors d'oeuvre for the mailbag main course.
Definitely good to start with a bang.
Hopefully the next letter actually has a myth in it.
Oh, I don't mind.
I know. All right, next letter. Dear Mythbusters, is it really true that it's impossible to eat a spoonful of cinnamon without drinking water?
Okay, I am not into this one. I mean, cinnamon is not only an irritant, but it's also hydrophilic. It absorbs water like crazy. So consequently, wouldn't it be virtually impossible to eat a spoonful without drinking?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's set up on the shop floor and give it a try.
It's a dangerous internet phenomenon. To spoon a mouthful of cinnamon without water is supposedly impossible and definitely painful. It's already sent scores of people to the hospital. So with a medic standing by, the team gets set to swallow.
Now maybe you're thinking, spoonful of cinnamon? What's so dangerous about that? Well, because it's hydrophilic, it dries up your saliva instantly, which can cause coughing and vomiting. Plus, if you accidentally inhale it, it can cause breathing difficulties, throat irritation, and even pneumonia.
Carrie's first up.
I've never seen you hesitate, so.
Not me!
Holy crap. You want some water?
You okay?
Yeah, that was great.
Not only could Carrie not swallow, but her near-choking fit illustrates that this is not child's play.
For a second there, I couldn't breathe. In fact, you know what, the uvula that causes the gag reflex? It's actually cinnamon coated right now.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard, but man, that's funny.
Whoa, laugh now, Tori. Your turn will come. But first, it's Grant,
Seriously?
who's taking a moment to steal his famously not-so-steely stomach.
Okay, ready?
I'll be so impressed if you can do this.
Yeah, you can. Look at that.
Kind of meditating and like trying to put saliva
No,
into
I think he's
it.
trying to go to the bathroom.
Oh man, did I look like that?
No.
Oh God.
I think he's going to his unhappy place.
My strategy was to keep it in my mouth and try and just build up the saliva, but it's just too much. It's too much cinnamon. Maybe it would be possible with half that amount or a quarter of that amount, but a tablespoonful, you can't do it.
All right.
Tori is about to find out for sure, and he does have the slight advantage of seeing two failed strategies in action.
Oh, look at that, into the cheek.
Chewing tobacco style.
He's doing good so far.
He really is. Tori has squirreled the cinnamon into his cheeks and is trying to work up the saliva he needs to overcome its absorbent qualities.
Hang in there, buddy.
But can he go the distance?
Still going strong. He's like at least a minute in. It hurts, hurts a lot.
Despite the discomfort, Tori keeps going.
I think I got this one deep.
But you shouldn't. This is definitely one to not try at home.
Oh my God, you're swallowing it. Woo!
I did it.
Busted.
So it turns out this one is busted. You can eat a spoonful of cinnamon without drinking water, but whatever you do, do not try this at home. Seriously, not only is it painful, it is also very dangerous. In fact, hundreds of kids have ended up in the hospital attempting to do what we just did. Not only that, we had a doctor standing by, plus we had to get a medical examination before and after the experiment. Seriously, this is bad news. Looks like I win and lose at the same time.
Congratulations. Dear Mythbusters, who does your blueprint drawings?
That's easy. Our own Eric Haven. He's one of our associate producers. All right, next question.
I think our viewers deserve a little more of an answer than that.
Yep, not a week goes by when the mailbag isn't filled with questions about this international man of mystery.
How many years do you think you've been doing push-ups?
I don't know. Are my pecs distracting you?
Who is this bespectacled sex god with the impeccable penmanship, you ask? For answers, here's an exclusive sneak peek behind the scenes.
Eric Haven, say hello to the Mythbusters audience.
Hello.
Now, we used to do the drawings for this. How did you end up doing all the blueprint drawings?
Well, the executive producer knew that I was a comic book artist, so he thought that I should take a crack at these blueprint drawings. And the first one turned out pretty swell, so I've been doing them ever since.
How many do you think you've done?
Probably close to 500.
What are some of the favorite drawings you've done for the show?
Well, I like the flying guillotine drawing, and the Battle of the Sexes was fun too. Both of them featured decapitated Tories.
How does it feel to be on this side of the camera?
Feels very strange and unnatural.
Well, why don't you sign that? Okay, my turn. You get some great high speeds on the show. What's your favorite, and have you ever missed the shot?
Yeah, does anybody remember the cement truck?
The most famous explosion in Mythbuster history, and we don't have a high-speed shot of it from a technical glitch.
Yeah, we had to slow down the real-time footage.
When you're shooting these events, they happen so quickly that they're very unpredictable, and it's hard to catch them.
Yeah, but what's your favorite?
Oh, mine's definitely car skip. I mean, seeing that yellow sports car flip end over end on the water, it's like automotive ballet.
Mine is similar to ballet. It's when Adam was on the treadmill and he landed on his face.
Okay, I'm totally cool.
I never get tired of watching that.
Or what about when Adam was firewalking?
Or what about when he was swinging the bat?
Yeah, but no one can forget when Adam got slapped by Jamie.
Oh my God.
It's like your whole head is rubber.
So basically, anytime Adam gets hurt.
Shots of Adam being abused and misused are the most memorable.
Can we move on to something else now? Here we go. Cut.
But the state-of-the-art camera technology is used to capture an array of incredible images. And aside from the occasional missed moment, the team behind the camera always artfully catches the split-second action for your viewing pleasure.
That might be one of my favorite high-speed shots we've ever got.
That's gorgeous.
Coming up on the Mailbag Special,
Ooh, this could be a show in itself.
a flash in the van. Is Jamie man or mustache? And it's tool time.
Do not try what you're about to see at home.
We're what you call experts. Ow!
Carrie, Grant, and Tori are catching up on correspondence.
Fire!
They're answering your queries
Definitely good to start with a bang.
and questions,
So basically, anytime Adam gets hurt.
and testing a mailbag of mini myths. So, what's next?
In the show, it usually takes you guys about half an hour to test a myth from start to finish. If you bust it early, you then replicate the results. But when you confirm a myth, the story ends.
Totally confirmed.
My question is, have you ever confirmed a myth so early that you didn't have enough time to tell the story?
Yeah, there have been some times where this has happened. Then there was one story that worked so well that we had to throw the whole thing out, which is a shame because it was a pretty awesome explosion.
So why don't we show it now?
The myth of the vanishing van was a classic case of premature confirmation. The story lasted for just one brief explosion that, until now, has been sitting on the shelf. Grant, take it away.
So, this guy was working in a Russian chemical factory, and he left his van over the weekend. There was a chemical leak. The van became filled with a mystery concoction of different gases, oxygen, hydrogen, propane, methane, who knows. So, he comes out after the weekend to unlock his van with his key remote, boop, boop, bang, the van explodes. Now, he set up to test full scale, assuming that it wasn't gonna work.
Which is exactly what all the scientists we talked to said was gonna happen or not happen. And it worked perfectly the first time. So we didn't have any story to tell.
So the question the team was attempting to answer was, could a remote control ignite a van that had filled with flammable gas? Our research team said, no way. And so step one was to go for it in full scale.
Now we seal it. No leaks.
Expecting that to fail, the team would then get into the science of stoichiometry and replicate the results any way they could.
Oh, yeah. We got some 70s van going now.
At least, that was the plan.
All right, to the Batcave.
But with the van rigged and ready to fill with a mystery gas cocktail, that plan went up in smoke, literally.
All right, you guys ready to start filling?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Commence filling.
All right, time to start it.
The chemical van begins to fill, but no one is expecting a big boom, so the only tension is from bad acting.
It's quiet out there. Almost too quiet.
And as soon as the van is full with a weekend's worth of a slow gas leak, Grant, from a safe distance, is ready to simulate the electronic signal of the key remote. But the team is not expecting a detonation.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, man!
Stuff's still dropping.
Oh my gosh, that ladder went over 200 feet in the air!
I think this is freaking confirmed. Let's go look at the carnage. I want to check this out.
That's a lot of power.
In 1/1000th of a second, the unexpected explosion blew the roof off the van and sent debris far and wide, leaving the team with an early confirmation and the smoldering wreckage of a story.
We hit the ignition system, and then instantly there was this huge orange fireball and the van was disintegrated. I mean, can you imagine coming out, hitting the remote key on your car, and it blowing up in front of you? We just saw that firsthand. This one's confirmed.
Yep, confirmed. But one quick flash in the van wasn't enough for a whole story. However, it did answer your question. So, what's next?
It seems that Jamie is the ultimate straight man.
Happy.
Is that an act, or does he really show very little emotion?
Sad.
You know, I've known him for quite a long time, and I've never seen him get too emotional about too much.
I kind of like it in here. It's private.
But he does get excited about things.
Bye-bye. When in doubt, C4.
Like when they were working on the jetpack, the first time they fired it up, when the mustache waves up, you can actually see kind of a smile happening under there. So it does happen occasionally.
I've never seen Jamie so happy in my life.
So not giggling like a schoolgirl or anything like that.
Jamie wants big boom.
No, not usually.
Like a big, buff, bald schoolgirl with a beret and a mustache.
Okay, now I'm disturbed.
Me too.
Feel kind of sexy.
With Jamie, what you see is what you get. Part walrus, part robot, mostly mustache. He's just a regular beret-wearing genius who, while keeping his emotions under control, likes to wear high heels.
It's just another day on the job.
So this fan writes in, ooh, this could be a show in itself. What is your favorite tool in the shop and why?
Well, why don't we split up and do a little show and tell?
Building, rigging, replicating, modeling, construction, and deconstruction are in some way part of every Mythbuster story. And to do it, the team uses a whole heap of cool tools.
All right, my favorite tool in the shop, besides Tori, is the plasma cutter. It instantly liquefies metal. It basically uses compressed air and an electric arc to cut out any shape you need.
So what's my favorite tool in our shop? Well, it's our forklift. Our forklift is a little bit different. See, it's got these 4 Omni wheels that let it do all kinds of crazy moves, like spin in a circle or track side to side. In fact, they could do all of these moves at once, simultaneously.
What I have here is a 14-inch, 5-horsepower, gasoline-powered cutoff saw. This thing's capable of cutting through concrete, rock, even steel. In fact, my favorite time I use this on the show is when we cut a car in half. This tool gets the job done.
And that sums up the team's tool preferences. Cool hot cutting, wheelie versatility, and testosterone-fueled demolition.
Next up, we're gonna blow up this washing machine with C4. We're gonna take this one to the cleaner.
It's the Mailbag Special, and with the letters piling up, Carrie, Grant, and Tori are randomly selecting and then answering your questions, queries, and concerns. So, what's next?
All right, so this letter comes from a fan who wants to know, what was your favorite Mythbusters moment?
We made it!
Oh, there's been so many.
Say hoax.
Hoax! Here comes chaos.
That is messed up!
Yep, with over 700 myths, finding a favorite moment is no easy task. But Grant thinks he's got his figured out.
It has to be the luxury car drop myth.
A classic tall tale testing a commercial that compares a car's top speed and its terminal velocity.
We drop a car from a helicopter in the desert, and we go racing after it with a radio-controlled car.
Dropping in 3, 2, 1, release!
Holding 105. Here comes the car. Holding 105. The desert. Target's coming up.
It's like Luke down the Death Star trench until the X comes out. Yeah!
But that's a myth. They're talking about one moment from Mythbusters that was your favorite.
True.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Well, then it has to be from the most recent Hollywood fender bender, where we rear-ended a car with a truck on a rocket sled.
Oh my God, what just happened?
I liked was from Supersize Special, where you were wakeboarding behind that cruise ship.
I can't believe we're gonna do this.
I mean, the cruise ship was huge, and that wake behind it was just insane. And every time you fell down, we'd have to get you in the catch boat, catch up to the cruise ship, get you back on the wake, and we were going further and further out to sea. And then finally, you did it. It was so exciting.
All right, my turn.
Oh, I think it's my turn.
Okay, let's both pick and see which one's the best.
All right.
Dear Mythbusters, you have a lot of explosions on the show. How do you guys film them?
Oh, yeah.
This one says, Dear Mythbusters, if you put a pound of C4 in a washing machine and a pound of C4 in a dryer, which one will blow up better?
Well, why don't we kill two birds with one stone?
Now that's a myth.
We can blow up a dryer and a washer and show how we film it.
Sounds good to me. That'll help you, but I'm not sure what to do. Okay, my dress shirts go on delicate. So we've come to the Yellow County Sheriff's bomb range for 2 reasons. The first is to blow up a washer and a dryer and compare how they explode. The second is to show you exactly how we film that.
Now, the first step in filming an explosion is picking the spot where you're gonna blow up the item. That spot is gonna be right here. Then the next job is setting up the cameras to find the right angles to capture the explosion. Now that job is done by none other than this Australian cameraman, Ben Hansen.
Hello, make sure you frame me well.
Next to him is Al, she's recording the sound. And this is Duncan. That's a high-speed camera that he's gonna capture the explosion.
And while explosives expert Frank Doyle rigs the C4 and det cord, the camera team scouts the area and then prepares to capture the action by placing the cameras.
Just a little plex to protect the lens.
And protecting their equipment.
They don't like it when we blow up cameras. And we've blown up a lot.
Okay, Ben and Duncan, what camera angles have you set up for this?
We have 7 cameras total. Some of them are up close in the danger zone, and they're protected by steel boxes with plex over the lenses. And we also have our high-speed camera set up out that way, sort of where the hosts are going to be.
With the plan in place, it's time to wrangle the hosts.
Can the hosts take their positions, please?
And run around rolling the cameras. With all 7 remote cameras ready to capture the action from every conceivable angle,
rolling cameras.
Carrie, Grant, and Tori called the countdown on this explosive comparison.
All right, time to take this machine to the cleaners.
First up for destruction is the washing machine.
All right, this is blowing up the washing machine with C4. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, firing.
Wow.
It was gone in the blink of an eye, but each of the carefully placed cameras caught the moment. At each angle, added a different perspective.
Still alive. Got the shot.
Of course, the key shot for the crucial comparison is from the high speed. Recorded at 1,000 frames per second, it illustrates and illuminates events the human eye can't register. And while we've been taking in the footage, the team has been resetting the cameras and explosives for the dryer detonation.
This is washer versus dryer explosion. Dryer. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh! That was huge! It's gone. Pretty much it's disintegrated. Nothing's left.
The C4 made short work of the dryer, much like it did with the washer. In terms of a comparison, there's not much in it.
All right, so I guess if you had to pick a winner, I guess the dryer did blow up better than the washing machine.
But you know what? It's not by much.
Regardless, both awesome and a perfect way to show how our cameras work.
Or used to work.
We broke another one. That's number 7.
Up next.
Welcome to the Mythbusters Trivia Quiz.
Tension, trivia,
God, almost had it.
and ultimately just one winner.
The winner is...
Please don't try what you're about to see at home.
We're what you call experts. Yeah.
Bad, big rigs, mean machines, and crazy builds
Yeehaw! This is actually working.
are essential cogs in most myths.
Working on these machines is great for my skin.
So the next mailbag inquiry is a tough one because there are literally hundreds to choose from.
He's alive! Alive!
What is your favorite thing you've ever built for the show? Mine has definitely got to be the sword swinging robot.
I love that one.
Yeah, I mean, it is simple yet effective and very, very deadly. Decapitation hazard, everybody.
I really liked the giant hamster ball from Beat the Guard Dog, mostly because it's just so classic Mythbusters.
He doesn't even see her.
You are invisible. Is that the ball of invisibility?
It's not even outside the box. There is no box. It's like, you want to beat the guard dog? How about a giant hamster ball? And everybody goes, yeah, exactly. Got the necklace.
Way back when, Adam and Jamie pitted their wits in the hour-long special, The Ultimate Mythbuster, including a quiz on episodes past.
Damn, that's correct again.
But this viewer has our intrepid trio in their trivia sights.
Okay, so I've written you a quiz.
No.
So are you ready?
You want to do this right? Get like a quiz master and stuff?
All right, cue the game show set.
Hello and welcome to the Mythbusters Trivia Quiz. I'm your quizmaster, Adam Savage.
And our contestant, Tori Bleche, Grant Imahara, and Carrie Byron. A right answer gets you 10 points. A wrong answer loses you 5 points. Whoever has the most points at the end is crowned the winner and wins nothing. Are you guys ready? Excellent.
I've always wanted nothing.
Let's do this. Here we go. First question. What was the first myth that used the bunker? Carrie.
What is Confederate rocket?
Fire in the hole. You don't have to answer in the form of a question, but that is correct. According to the script in the supersized special, the reunion of what two pop bands got Grant particularly excited?
It's NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
Half correct. You get 5 points for that answer. The correct answer is the Spice Girls and the Backstreet Boys. What method was best at keeping needles on a Christmas tree? Carrie.
Hairspray.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice.
During what test did I lose an eyebrow? Carrie.
Exploding gas station. Cell phone gas station.
Correct.
Am I missing an eyebrow?
Bonus question, why was I particularly upset about losing an eyebrow?
You were going out on a date.
Yes! Finally, I'm on the board. How many challenges out of 4 did Jamie and I complete successfully in the MacGyver challenge? Grant.
3.
Yes! Yes!
With the tension mounting,
Glendo.
Yes!
God, almost had it.
Quizmaster Adam picks up the pace, and Trivia Queen Carrie nails it down the home stretch.
What happened every time Carrie fired the gun?
Her baby kicked.
Yes!
Weird.
Next question. What were the 3 materials used to make rope?
Toilet paper.
Yes.
Hair.
Yes.
And bedsheet.
Yes! What is Jamie's bachelor's degree in?
Russian literature.
Yes! What? Carrie totally takes it home. The winner is Carrie Byron.
I wanted nothing. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Indeed, Carrie goes home with a big fat bucket of nothing. Thanks for playing, contestants. Thanks, everybody at home. See you next time.
All right, next letter. I heard that a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, which can pass through an engine block, will not be able to pass through 25 watermelons.
Okay, that's random.
Yeah, totally.
I love a good high speed of melon carnage. Remember we drove the car through the fruit stand and all the just juice going everywhere?
Yeah, one of the best high speeds ever.
Let's do it.
A 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistol is a steel-piercing piece of weaponry.
Those are some nice melons, Carrie.
But is it true that a medley of 25 melons can really prevent it passing through?
We're firing a 50 caliber round through these watermelons. Now, just to put this into perspective, a 50 caliber round can shoot through an engine block, and it can take down an 800-pound board charging straight at you. It's gonna be fun to see what it does to a couple watermelons.
All right, so who's gonna take the shot?
Wanna Rochambeau for it?
I thought we were gonna wrestle for it. All right, fine.
Rochambeau. I guess I'll win.
You're probably gonna wanna wear this. It's gonna get messy.
Sore loser.
With Carrie dressed for a mess,
Yep, I'll make this look good.
Tori has some useful advice.
Just remember, aim for the melons. Good luck.
How many do you think it's gonna get through?
I don't know, maybe about 10.
10?
Yeah.
That's my guess too.
Yeah. All right, this is Can You Fire a 50 caliber round through 25 watermelons? Take it away, Carrie.
Here we go.
What? That is it?
It turns out 10, never mind 25, was a gross overestimate. And by the time the guys throw some science at it, they work out the why.
We went through 3 watermelons. That's incredible.
Well, you know, it really does make sense. When Jamie and Adam were firing the 50 caliber sniper rifle into the swimming pool,
1.
it got like a couple feet at most. So, watermelons, full of water.
Yeah, water's not compressible. I mean, it does make sense, but man, I thought it was gonna go further than that.
This myth is totally confirmed. A 50 caliber round cannot go through 25 watermelons. In fact, we only got it to go through 3. It's a beautiful illustration of the expenditure of energy. The bullet enters the first watermelon, poof, and all of the energy is just absorbed and smashes the watermelon into a million pieces. Then we go into the second watermelon, and it just kind of breaks into 2 distinct parts. Then we go into the third watermelon. We have a beautiful entrance and exit wound, but that's it. And then we don't make it to the 4th watermelon. So this is not only confirmed, but an amazing high speed.
Dear Mythbusters, what was the most surprising moment for you on the show?
That was perfect!
You know what? I love those moments on Mythbusters when you think one thing is going to happen and then the exact opposite happens. They just don't want to break the china. This is ridiculous.
For me, it was Chinese invasion alarm.
1, 2, 3.
That was the story that the Chinese had an early warning detection system for tunneling armies. They would sink these goatskin drums into the earth, and they would set people at the top to listen to see if they could actually hear the tunneling army.
So, Jamie, if we find gold, are you going to share it with me? And 1.
So we replicated the circumstances, and Adam and I were at the top of a hole listening to see if we could hear Jamie and Tori with pickaxes down in a gold mine below.
18.
And all of a sudden, I could totally hear you guys pickaxing down in the hole. I was unbelievably surprised.
I can't believe that it worked. That's incredible.
Yep, over the years, the team has had a number of jaw-dropping results.
No way!
Results that have defied expectation. And provided brilliant examples that in science, you have to keep an open mind and test everything.
Let's hope we keep getting surprised, because that is so much fun.
That's the coolest thing ever.
All right, so this letter comes from a fan that writes, you should never work with animals in TV or movies. Ooh. Apparently, you busted that myth on your show because every time you guys use an animal, it tends to cooperate. Well, I mean, I guess we did get lucky with the bull in the china shop. He's actually doing a lot better than I thought he would.
Absolutely.
And feeding goats worked out.
And the sharks pretty much do what we want them to do when we want them to do it.
Something just hit me!
Yeah, like that time the great white shark tried to jump into the cage with Jamie. I mean, that was pretty spectacular.
But you know, it's not always like that.
Crocodiles that don't zigzag.
Skunks that don't spray.
Do we have another skunk?
Yeah, it's usually through the magic of editing that makes it look easy.
Up next, the mailbag special reaches a crescendo with graceful high speeds of falling beer and a not-so-graceful flatus fanfare.
There you go.
Help you, but I'm not
sure what to do.
Carrie, Grant, and Tori have been tackling your weird and wild suggestions and questions.
So it turns out this myth is busted.
The team is committed to answering whatever you ask. But next up is surely the most random of them all.
Dear Mythbusters, what falls faster, a 6-pack of light beer or a 6-pack of regular beer?
Let me see that. That's what it actually says.
What is this, a David Letterman stunt?
I think we should do it, but if we're actually gonna set up a crane and do the whole experiment, why stop at beer?
Yeah, let's drop other things from the crane.
Uh-oh.
The team has a history of dropping things from a great height. And logistics-wise, it can get tricky. But not today.
Okay, as per our viewer request, we have a 6-pack of regular beer and a 6-pack of light beer. We're going to lift them with a crane, drop them with a quick release, and film the entire thing on high speed so we can analyze which falls faster, regular or light beer.
Kind of shame to be wasting all this beer.
But who knows? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe he's got something here. Or maybe he's just been drinking too much beer.
All right, take it up to 100 feet.
This might be the ultimate party foul. I think there might actually be some credence to this myth because when I'm drinking a lot of beer, gravity affects me more.
All right, this is light beer versus regular beer dropped from 100 feet. Are you guys ready?
In 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Now it's a party.
As predicted, they pretty much fell at the same rate.
Fell at the same rate and hit the ground at the same time. But just to be sure, the guys go again. This time with bottles instead of cans.
Wow! Whoa!
And the high speed confirms the expected result. Both sets of 6-packs had the same shape and mass, and with no resultant difference in air resistance, they were always going to fall with the same acceleration. And that's because...
Gravity, man. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
But Carrie, Grant, and Tori don't want to take the word of Adam, or lesser names in physics like Galileo and Newton. Like any good scientists, they want to test gravity themselves by, dropping stuff.
Now that was gorgeous.
And after a sufficiently varied sample size...
So I was sitting there wondering, what can we drop next? And then it came to me.
It turns out that gravity is indeed confirmed. There's time for one last mailbag question. And as the most often asked, it's a doozy.
Dear Mythbusters, what has been your most embarrassing moment on the show?
Oh, unsurprisingly, there have been many.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Like when I was trying to beat the motion detector in my underwear.
Put your clothes back on.
Vomiting on camera.
You know what, for me, it was probably wearing a bra on national television. It seemed like a good idea at the time, not so much now.
Well, you made it look good, though.
Oh, thank you. Is this as disturbing as I think it is?
It's even more disturbing than you think it is.
Trying to jump over a wagon on my bike? I thought that was gonna go well.
That was pretty embarrassing.
A little embarrassing. I'm okay.
He was physically okay, but his pride wasn't. And as for Carrie, well, she's got this contest all wrapped up.
Okay, I got both of you beat. Hands down. Remember when we tried to test, do pretty girls pass gas? And they got me to do it just because they called me pretty?
Oh, do I?
Luckily, that never actually saw the light of day because they decided not to put it in the episode.
Actually, the producers have said that they're ready to air that part of the episode.
Up.
Yeah!
No!
That's right, America. Get ready.
Yep, way back in episode 48, Adam and Jamie tested a series of fun-filled, not-so-fragrant facts about flatulence.
Hey, we got one!
But for reasons of taste, not to mention the excruciating embarrassment it would have caused Carrie, one malodorous mini-myth was held back. Until now.
So, pretty girls don't pass gas. That's the myth. I wonder where we'll find a pretty girl.
Here's one.
I'm already blushing right now, but when other people see this, I'm going to sleep with my covers over my head for a week.
While Carrie mentally prepares for public mortification, Adam prepares the experimental flatus apparatus. A pair of attractive gas-proof pants with 2 detection devices.
I added a pocket for this hydrogen sulfide meter, and I also added a pocket for a microphone that she will wear right here. And we're piping it through our stereo so we can hear whatever she's gonna do. I'm gonna test it right now. There you go. Works like a charm.
Charm isn't the word we're looking for, Adam.
And here you go. Flattest detection panties.
Nurturing thoughts of revenge.
Get them back someday. I really will.
Carrie gets suited up for her bottom burp business.
These are hot.
They may be hot, but after going about her day, according to Carrie, it's the flattest detection device that's at fault, and not her.
I would be happy. That is a false alarm. That is pissing me off. I have to talk to Adam about this design.
With the hydrogen sulfide detector defunct, it's over to the mic and loudspeakers. But a full day goes by, and our designated pretty girl hasn't uttered one butt cheek peep.
I have a feeling that the minute the cameras go off and everybody leaves, then maybe it'll happen. I think that maybe I'm just anxious and a little shy.
That's totally unacceptable. You have to generate one on camera. You can't just say it happened yesterday. You have to do it. It's totally unacceptable.
Hey! Woo! Give me a high five. All right. Thanks very much.
I'm so embarrassed right now. I don't even know what to do with this. My family's gonna watch this. Oh my God. The status of this myth that girls do not toot is busted. I am a human. All girls are humans. And we pass gas just as the boys do. Oh, can I take the microphone out of my butt now?
Yep, that's about as embarrassing as it gets. And Carrie wins the red-faced Olympics hands down. With almost 20 suggestions, questions, and mini-myths tackled, answered, and tested, it's time to put the mailbag away until next time. And finish with the obligatory bang.